But notice that if the master of the house had known what hour the thief will come, he would have watched and not allowed his house to be broken into. Therefore, you also be ready, for the Son of Man is coming at an hour you do not expect. Everything in Scripture is a double-edged sword. It has contemporary relevance and is also of eternal significance. So when Jesus was talking here, within the context, he was talking eternally when the Son of Man will come. But contemporarily also, it's also showing us how he operates. That this is the pattern, because the Lord is the same yesterday, today, and forever. The way he will come at the end of the age is the way he will still come if he's going to come through for you on any matter. So the Lord began to describe the manner of his entrance into our affairs. And he vividly said it's going to happen the same way a thief shows up in the night without you expecting him. So there's a concept in God that is called like a thief in the night. All of us went to bed yesterday. I do not think as we are going to bed, you thought a thief would show up. And they don't send notices, do they? That, oh, so and so, we're going to come. You know, I remember when we were growing up. Suddenly they found a letter in the neighborhood, and purportedly they said some thieves wrote it. You know what my father said? He looked at the letter. He just smiled. He said, go and sleep. He said, even this is against Scripture. When thieves are coming, they don't announce. My father said, because they wrote it, they said, we're going to come so and so date. My father said, don't bother yourself, they're not going to come. And truly, they did not come, because thieves don't really announce that they are coming. And if a thief should announce that he's coming, maybe it's no longer a thief. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's coming for other intentions. And so what we're trying to say is this. I mean, are there areas in which you're expecting the Lord to come through for you? The Lord said, my manner of entrance is like a thief in the night. That means, number one, don't even let's look at how what a thief does or whether they are coming or not. When a thief or let's say garrison, robbers, when they show up, what is the first thing they do? Because I want us to get what the Lord is trying to say here. What is the first thing they do? Number one, they mess up your security. Isn't it? For a thief to gain an entrance into a compound or into a building, what is the first thing they try to do? To compromise everything that is put in place as a security measure. That's why at times they tie up gatemen. I've seen gatemen in our neighborhood tied up. You know why they tie up the gateman? That is like a representation of security. So in order for the guys not to tamper with their operation, what do? They tie him up. As a matter of fact, those are even the fortunate ones. If the guy is trying to show a form of resistance, what do? They take him out. So when thieves are coming, they know you have a measure of security in place. Some of us, have you really seen robbers operating before? I've seen robbers removing burglary proofs. I mean, for real. In fact, this place, they took their time with bricklayers. As the bricklayers were breaking the wall, the welders, they put on the machine, and they put on the goggle, removing everything. So they took their time. And you know what? I mean, armed robbers. So if the Lord is saying, I'm going to come like a thief in the night, that means in any area in which the Lord is going to come through for you, there are major securities you are put in place. It's going to mess up your security. Because our security is a reflection of our insecurity. Why will a guy put burglary proof everywhere? The security is a measure of how insecure he is. So when you put up front and begin to do certain things that the Lord considers as insecurity, which is not a manifestation of your own security, the first thing he's going to do is to take down those things. You don't know how insecure you are until you look around and see the securities you are trying to put in place in the scheme of things. For example, a lot of people have not trusted God with their lives, so they are trying to put things in place that is giving them a feeling. All your defenses, it will break it down. It will make sure you become vulnerable. Because all that a thief is trying to get the occupant of the house to be vulnerable. Because for as long as the walls and the metals around you, you don't feel vulnerable. With the AK-47 showing up in your bedroom, you now begin to understand the definition of vulnerability. But for as long as that guy is somewhere on the street, even if he's shooting, you still feel secure. You know what? There are walls around you. There are metals around you. So get ready for the Lord to disarm you. So all the armaments, all the armors you have put in place that is giving you a measure of security that is not the Lord. They put it in a very good way. It says some trust in horses and some trust in chariots.